loves, welcome back to my channel. I am so thrilled to have you back as always, and voila. So today I come to you not as the DIY crafting person that you've been seeing of late, because I guess, coming to think of it, I've been focused on creating the few projects that I've been having lately. But today I come to you as the nutritionist. Yes. Yeah, for those of you that are here for the first time, feel so welcome. I hope you get to hit that button, subscribe to my channel, and I promise you I'm gonna make it worth your while. You can check the latest videos from my YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, because actually today's video is inspired by a video I had on my stories from Instagram. And I had no idea that I got to inspire most of my friends that have seen me through my weight loss journey. I had no idea, actually. You can follow me please on Instagram, please, and you get to see that there are many people that I didn't know are motivated by how I used to, I used to be obese, really obese back then, but I got to focus on my weight, Being the nutritionist, I got the knowledge, I got to apply it to my foods, and I got to do other things, and changed my whole life. That changed my whole life in general. So I think I really felt motivated, you guys, because at the beginning of when I began this channel, that is early in the year, the first months, the first months in the year, I was also focused on giving you people like nutrition content, helping those that also are struggling with the same thing that I used to. I used to struggle with weight so much. I used to be around bunny, trust me. Anyway, for those that know me, they know I'm not lying. I have weighed tons and tons of kilos, and I've worked a lot. And this is why I think I'm focusing on helping others too. So, as I was saying, today's video is just a motivation, from a few friends of mine that reached out and told me, you have to do this in your YouTube. You have to incorporate some nutritional content where you help us, how you did. And this is it. For today, I'm not going to be deep into the nutrition itself. I think I'm going to create a different video that is early next week. I promise you by Tuesday, I will have a video up that I will go deep about this whole nutrition thing. But as for today, I just wanted to, be here and, let you know 1, 2, 3. Okay, the main thing as to why I'm filming today, I just wanted to make something small. That is, I wanted to create a dessert that is really high in protein. For when you're focusing on losing weight, the whole less carb things, you have to like lower your carbs intake, at least increase your protein. And I'm going to be dealing with plant-based protein most of the time. So this is just like a heads up of what I'll be doing. But I wanted to create just a simple dessert, as I said. And guess what? Most of you people, you've no idea of how you can just use different methods of cooking, transform like simple kinds of food to be something interesting that you can really even enjoy eating. Because really, coming to think of it, food, how you cook it is what even matters the most. As for today's episode, I'll be using black beans. I have some here. They're just frosted. I left them to defrost. I want to bake. Yes, baking using black beans. I've been having this idea lately of how I want to use legumes. I want to bake some protein snack bars using something like black beans, which most of you, I know you think that maybe it's impossible, because how many times will you get someone choosing to dine such a thing like black beans, which are actually packed with protein? And we're going to avoid wheat. We're going to avoid wheat in this episode. So please, I hope you really get to enjoy this whole process. It's just a small process. It's not that huge. But the main reason as to why I'm choosing to switch to a healthy snack. You know, there are times when we humans, you also, I don't know how many of you have a sweet tooth like I do. I really do have a sweet tooth, and it's okay to feel like you want some sugar or like your favorite kind of food once in a while. But it's also safe to, like, you know, incorporate some kind of healthiness into it. I don't know if you understand. So I want to switch to this to show you how you can just avoid, like, maybe eating a couple of cupcakes every now and then when you have a sweet tooth like me, especially on weekends. I don't know why I got that stuck into my head, like weekends mostly. So I choose to, like, make it the healthy way today. Instead of eating the regular pieces of cake and I have more calories, how about I go healthy, I go high protein, I go in deep, like the healthy way. So please, I hope you get to enjoy. And as we wait for next week, as I've said, to drop the other video, you can just check. There is a video of mine I did some time back, yeah, the beginning of the year still. Yeah, the title was Let's Talk About Calories. I think that was the title. You can look for that one, listen to what I had to say. Yes, listen to it. I think you'll get something. You'll get to learn a thing or two from that as we bake our protein snack bars using black beans. How interesting. I've never done that. It's my first time, but I hope you're going to enjoy this with me. Yay! So let's do it. It's baking time, and here are the black beans. They're already defrosted, and I'm gonna be using the blender, and basically I'm gonna throw everything inside. But first, I don't know what idea came over me, and I thought that black beans are quite hard, and I didn't think that they were going to be that smooth when I throw them into the blender directly. So I chose to use my pestle and mortar and mashed them, which was a very, very bad idea because as you can see, I put them to the top, like I filled the whole I filled the cup. Yes. And as I was mashing, I just realized that they would not move together. Instead, I kept pushing the black beans to the bottom, and it was not getting mashed, like the whole of it. All of them were not getting, like, mashed. So this was a wrong idea, so I just chose to throw them into the blender instead. After adding the black beans into the blender now, I'm gonna be using 2 eggs, as you've seen, and throw them into the blender as well. And also I'm gonna add all the other mixtures that I'm using, which is this chocolate powder. But if you have the cocoa powder, mostly you can use it because it makes it even darker. So I used what I had, and yeah, I keep on throwing everything I need inside. And this is baking powder, so I used 2 spoonfuls. Yes, and threw them as well into the blender. And I used oats. I had very few remaining, so this was like a 3/4 cup full. So I added them into the blender as well. And I realized that my maple syrup was almost over, so I chose to substitute it with sugar because you also need a sweetener, you know, and I used just like 4 teaspoons. And the next thing I'm gonna be using is butter. And not butter but margarine. I used 1 scoop, that is 1 tablespoon of the margarine, and added a glass of water, that is like 250 ml basically. And then I blended everything together. And one other ingredient that I almost forgot is I used 2 tablespoons of yogurt. This is totally optional. You know, if you use yogurt, your brownies are gonna be moistened, and if you don't, it's going to have the crunchiness in it. So this is totally optional. So let's go ahead and blend it all together. Now we are done. You see how the consistency looks like. This is because I added water. You guys, if you have a food processor, which I know it is stronger than a blender, there is no need of using the water. You could just, use like more eggs instead. Remember, this is protein, and you've seen I'm only using black beans and eggs, and oats. Can you imagine how I have enriched these mixture? And now to the next step. This is my baking tin, or like locally known as sufuria to us Kenyans. So this is what I'm gonna be using for the baking. So I just had to wipe it to get rid of the excess water. And the next thing is I'm gonna be oiling. Yeah, I poured my cooking oil in the inside to grease the pot, to make sure that the mixture doesn't get burned. And here we go. So let's grease the pot, pour in the mixture, and throw it to bake. Look at it. This is so nutritious, packed with protein. I mean, you can avoid the regular cake and just try your own baked cereals like these. This is made of black beans. So you see, the method of cooking makes it even more interesting, because who would have thought that black beans could be baked? But voila! And you saw there is no wheat flour used. I only used like a 3/4 cup of oats. Yes! Hi guys! So this is just the next day after I baked, because I baked last night. You've seen how my brownies look like. Let me call them brownies because they're brown. Yeah, like why are brownies called brownies? Because basically they're brown in color. They're not actually, they're protein bars. I initially call them protein snack bars because it's a snack, yes, but I think brownies is the perfect word for these. As you've seen, I baked using black beans. Who would have thought? For most of you, I don't think that you even ever thought that cereals could be used in baking. I remember some time back, I got to see a certain video of someone, I think they baked or made something using chickpeas. And ever since then, that's what's always been on my mind, like, why can I not use black beans? True story, I never liked black beans before, until some time back I started just frying them with just an onion, and I enjoyed them like dry fried like that, and they are yummy. Guys, black beans are packed with protein. Like, can you imagine, like 20% in a cup of protein? For those who want to build muscles, these are really an excellent idea. And if you're looking forward to fat loss, you have to build muscles. And do you know you can build muscles from whatever you eat? That is why if you increase protein, you have a lot likelihood of losing weight the right way while you're building your muscles. So for black beans, they are packed with protein. They aid in weight loss. I think you can Google and see it corresponds with whatever I'm telling you. They aid in weight loss, lowering the blood pressure, preventing these lifestyle disorders like cancer, because it's a healthy food. There are a lot of benefits. I don't want to go deep. You can maybe Google and see the benefits of black beans, and your life will never be the same again. We know like the African culture, while a woman gives birth, I don't know, our parents tell you to eat black beans so that they can aid in increasing the milk when you're lactating, But other than that, I assure you the benefits are way beyond than you can imagine. These are brownies. As you've seen, the process was just simple. I just threw my few ingredients in the blender and that was it. And then I forgot to tell you that I made my homemade yogurt. Again, I had a video of that. So let's see how it looks like, because it's over what? It's more than 15 hours. It's almost actually, it's almost actually more than 15 hours since I left these at night to ferment. And now, let us see. Oh yeah, it's strawberry. This time I made strawberry. I'm used to vanilla for so long. So I'm going to transfer my yogurt into this jar. The procedure is also simple. I have that on my YouTube. You can just go ahead and look for yourself. Okay, it's thicker than I imagined. So I have to transfer it in a bowl first. I'll transfer it to this bowl. I don't know, I really use this bowl so much. And then show you how it looks. I think let me lower the camera. So yeah guys, I'm gonna be making another video next week going deep about nutrition, but I hope you get to enjoy this, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't so far. Ciao.